Alright, here we are again. This is Shane. This is how to drive and how not to drive. I don't know what I'm going to call this show yet. So, getting ready to get on Briley Parkway West. And north, let's say north. Well, it changes east, west, north, south, depending on where you are on Briley Parkway. Here in Nashville. So I'm going to be commenting on how, and people do stupid things, or when they do things that are great and, smart and considerate and worthy of praise. I'm going to point out some good things and some bad things that people do when they're driving. So I'm in my 50s, and I've never had an accident in my life, just for the record. And just now that I said that, I might have one now. No, we're not going to say that. Let's just not say that. So getting on Briley Parkway North here. Usually a lot of adventures on Briley Parkway. I don't actually see a lot of wrecks, but I've seen some horrible driving. Also been attacked by a motorcycle guy before. Well, my wife and I were driving her car. I was driving, and a guy didn't like something I did. He was on a motorcycle, I should say. And he was all getting right in front of us, trying to slow us down, and next to us, and threatening. And I tried to let him know that I'm ready to fight too, and we never did anything. But he was with us, right in front of us and beside us for about 5 minutes, relentless. And what do you do when there's a motorcycle? He's like daring you to run him over. And you do that, then you go to jail, of course. So you gotta not hit him. So coming up on Opryland Hotel / Convention Center in the Opry Mills Mall. Exit's coming up here, just so you know where I am. For those who know, you may live in Alaska, or you may live in Russia as you're watching this, because this will be on the internet. So for those of you who are local, I'll keep tabs on where I'm at, so you can kind of relate. If you can't relate, just know that this is traffic, and this is how to drive. Now, not to drive. So far, nothing's happened. There's a water park on my right. Don't know if you saw that. Out there. How not to drive. Don't be shooting video while you're while you're driving. So, do as I say, not as I do. Ain't nothing happening yet. So that's actually probably good. It's a tow truck. Constantly people on the side of the road lately with. I've never seen anything like it. Either accidents or broken down cars. It's just unbelievable lately. It's like the California interstates back in the, let's say, 80s. I'm from California. I've been here 30 years, so don't get on me. Tennesseans, I've been here 30 years. I didn't bring California with me. I wish I could have brought the weather with me, though. So back in the 80s, cars were always overheating. Now, especially in the desert where I'm from, cars are overheating, and there's always something going on. So Tennessee, here in Nashville, everybody's moving here. It's a melting pot of every culture and every state, all moving here, especially Californians, which we tend to drive faster as Californians, but dare I say, smarter and more experienced, because it's a harder place to drive. I don't know. Out here, I don't know. It's getting harder out here now because of the diversity, and everybody seems to bring their own little rules to the game here. Like they drive how they want. There's a fellow Jeeper. By the way, I'm in a Jeep. You can see the front end of my Jeep. Jeep Wrangler. If you see anybody on the smaller roads waving back to me, it's a Jeep thing. We wave to each other. You may have also noticed a lot of the Jeepers have ducks all across their dashboard. I don't have ducks. I've got two sitting here, but they're just kind of in this little pit right here on the dash. But I'm not really a ducker. If someone ducks me, I'll duck another person back. So how it works is you're at a parking lot or something, another Jeep comes along and parks anywhere near you, whatever, and he's going to put a duck on your door handle or something. And you've been ducked, and then you put him and collect him on your dashboard. So it's pretty popular now. I think it started during COVID, the duck thing. I just got my Jeep about 2 years ago. It's now 2024 as I speak. So I've had this Jeep about 2 years. My first Jeep, I had 4Runners before that. And so as the show progresses, especially on the smaller roads, it doesn't happen on the interstate with the freeway. If you're from California, it doesn't happen out here. People, waving at each other with a Jeep wave, which is like a peace sign, sort of a two, usually just the 2 fingers up. Sometimes the thumb. It's technically 3 fingers. That's the Jeep wave. But most of the time, me and others are just doing 2 fingers, kind of like the peace sign. So it's all good. Changing lanes to the right here. Traffic's going pretty well here so far. So there's not much to talk about. I'm gonna have to make snippets because I'm sure nobody wants to just watch boring traffic all the time. It's a very loud truck downshifting or whatever he's doing. Does the Jake brake make noise too? I don't know about that stuff. The Jake brake on a truck is, I guess, the engine brake. I don't really know. I think I've got that right. Coming up on Gallatin Road. So I can take Gallatin Road or I can take the interstate. I live north of Gallatin. North of Nashville. Thinking about Gallatin Road. I live north of Nashville. That's all I'm going to tell you. My workplace is downtown. Not really downtown, sorry. It's downtown. It's ish Nashville. So I drive a work van. Can't tell you what I do because people will start putting 2 and 2 together and track me down and give me back for saying something about something. Hey, there's a trooper on my left. He's trooping. There he comes. Don't want to get a ticket from those guys. It's cost you a lot of money. They have a lot of power with their pen. You get a trooper ticket, you better take out a loan. It's going to cost you some dollars. 65 north. Nothing happening yet. There's something going on the left side up there. There's nothing really. A trailer. It looks like a cleanup crew or something. With no crew. Bunch of trash bags in the trailer. Probably from a cleanup crew that probably just got. Oh, there they are. You can't see them. They're down there on the left embankment, way down there on the other interstate. Guy's going a little bit slow in the fast lane, so I'm gonna go to the right. And who's the leader in this lane right there? It's the white car is ahead of him, going kind of slow. So the guy in front of me had to go slow, not his fault. So don't get mad at him. I'll be having to blur out license plates when people do really egregious things around here, because I don't want people getting mad at people who do stupid things, because I even do stupid things when I'm driving. Sometimes I mess up. We all mess up. I've just been blessed enough that I've not had an accident yet. Yes, I do stupid things too. So I don't want my license plate, people getting all over me for driving and doing something stupid once in a while. Some people, though, they do things so stupid, you can tell it's just their MO. It's just how they drive. I saw a car yesterday. I was leaving Nashville. It was an Acura or something with blacked out windows. He was by far the most offensive driver I've ever seen in my life. By far. Zipping in and out of people, pulling right in front of them, zipping in between 2 other cars, crossing 2 lanes right before an intersection. I have never seen anything like it. This guy was very problematic. I'm crossing 2 lanes here, but if I don't do that, I'll get stuck getting off on Old Hickory there. Ooh, a Datsun. What is that? 280Z? B210? Did I just see a Datsun? What is this? Let's see. Got my phone on my steering wheel. Don't do this. It's a Datsun. I've been thinking about Datsun lately. For you younger people, Datsun sold out, turned into Nissan. I guess Nissan bought them, or Datsun turned into Nissan. I don't remember the story. What is that? I'll have to look at it later. Wow, a Datsun. That's like rare. I haven't seen a Datsun on the road in years. That used to be one of the cool cars. I mean, not super cool, but you know, it's like about as cool as a Nissan 300 ZX type model is. That's about as cool as it was. You can see the louvered windows as he gets off there. Bye, Datsun. Yeah. Man, I saw a Datsun. I've been thinking about Datsun lately, how I just never see them anymore. I mean, you might live in a town where maybe you drive a Datsun. If you drive a Datsun, leave a comment on here and tell me about your Datsun and what city you live in and everything. So there's cars on the side of the road all the time here in Nashville. This is Jeep. I wonder if I know this one. Let me see. We name our Jeeps, by the way. Mine is, I can't tell you. I got to keep my identity a little bit secret. You can already see the hood of my Jeep, which is going to make me easier to track down. You know, right there. This red Jeep on my left. If I can ever get up there, I'll read the name. Cool looking Jeep. I do like red. This one I'm in is called Gobi. The color is called Gobi. Gobi color. So not extremely common, but not rare. I love the color. It's kind of military. I've kind of got some military-ish style wheels on it. Okay, let's see. What is this Jeep called? Oh, come on, Ford. I was just about there. I'm never going to catch this Jeep to read the name. I think I passed it earlier, but I wasn't able to look. I was busy or something. So there it goes. Goodbye, Jeep. So this is Nashville traffic, leaving Nashville north on 65. So this is what it looks like. The time right now is 3:30, 3:31 now, p.m. Drive time traffic, and this is what we got. So everybody's moving here to Nashville, including me 30 years ago, from the beautiful deserts of California, the Antelope Valley, where the Joshua trees live. Oh, here we go, the Jeep. Let's see. I'll tell you the name on the hood. You probably can't see it. This is Redneckin. Redneck apostrophe N. Redneckin. I don't believe I've seen that one or know that person. Some of us know each other. You've got Sumner County Jeep Crew, and some other Jeep clubs, organizations. Another thing we like to do is during the winter when it snows, we take medical people to work, which is a lot of fun, and we do it free. So we just looking for a chance to get out with our Jeep and go in the snow. It's not like, you know, you just want to get out there and drive around for miles and miles just because you can. You want to make use of it. So taking medical people, doctors and nurses and such, to work and back. So we have a special Facebook group that activates during snow times, which we get usually 1 or 2 snows a year in Nashville lately, sometimes none, but then we get to go out and take people around to work. And it's a blessing to them, a blessing to us to be able to bless them, and that's what we do here in the South. In the South, in the South, in the South. Man. Finally, I stopped talking. Finally, he shuts up. A little RAV4 to my right. You can't see it probably. Maybe you can. There it is. A RAV4. I don't know what RAV means. A RAV4. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not remotely sure. Toyota RAV4. What's a RAV? I must be missing something. Ravioli? Is it short for ravioli? Ravioli 4. I guess the 4 means 4-wheel drive. There's another RAV4. Wait. Am I seeing things? Was I paying attention? Was there 2 RAV4s or just 1? Man. I'm losing my brain. So I've got this little Honda in front of me. And the Bible says they were all in one accord in Acts chapter 2. Early in the book, Acts chapter 2. I don't remember the exact scripture. The Toyota 4Runner on my right looks like one of my past ones, but I had them lifted with bigger tires. I like 4Runners. They're great. I like Jeeps too. They're both, they're kind of cousins, and we don't really necessarily get along. Most people, 4Runner people, Jeep people, we don't fight or anything. I think we prefer our own types. But see, I'm actually more of a 4Runner person. I just happen to love my Jeep and be in a Jeep, and I'm part of Jeep people. 4Runner people tend to be more like West Coast types and such, which is me. So I seem to have more in common. Jeep is more, country boy. I'm definitely not country boy. Country boy. Oh, there's another trooper right there. State trooper. Yeah. And what have we got on the side of the road? A truck named Pam. And a tow truck and a car. I assume they were all in a little bumper or something. Bumper thumper maybe. There's a pickup truck on the far lane, the opposite side of me. You can't see it, on the side of the road. Always something going on. Always something. So look at the Cadillac to the right. Right there to my right, coming into view. I call it a bubble. I call it a bubble car. It's a crossover, I guess you'd say. Everybody has a crossover now. I've seen they have Porsches, and I'm not kidding you. I saw a Lamborghini that looks like that. That's Cadillac. Lamborghini, everybody. Mustang brought out the new Mach, Mach 4, Mach 5, Mach something. Mustang, which is a mockery, and it's a bubble car. It's a crossover with the, the triple tail lights. That it's a signature of the Mustangs. And I just don't. I know it's a popular thing. Everybody wants to get into that market, the bubble car market. Everybody's making them. There's a Buick to my right. Just they're everywhere. I went into a rich neighborhood recently, which is up here in Gallatin. I drove through a rich neighborhood. Like there were 4, 5, 6, I don't remember how many. I think 5 driveways in a row with a bubble car. There's a Ford bubble car to my right. It's just, they're everywhere. But like I said, I think it's shameful that, BMW's doing it. There used to be something. Mercedes is making them. It used to be like, hey, he drives a Mercedes. Or, you got to meet this girl, she drives a Mercedes. That meant something. Now it just means, what does that mean anymore? That's fine. Status symbols are stupid anyway. It's worldly, it doesn't matter. But it used to mean something. He drives a Mercedes, he drives a Beamer, he drives a Jag, everybody. Well, a Jag what? A Jag bubble car? There's a Nissan bubble car to my left. Just came into view, that white one. What's this to the right? There's the RAV again, one of the RAVs. I think the other RAV is coming behind this 4Runner. This is the Vietnam Veteran Bypass, as you can see on the sign. There's the gold RAV. So yeah, we got 2 RAV4s, ravioli 4s. I'm gonna call them raviolis because I have no idea what it means. Sorry for those who do know. I'm sure I seem ignorant, and I am ignorant on what a RAV means. So I'll maybe educate myself on that one day. I almost helped my stepson buy one, but it was just too junky, man. I test drove it. It was several months ago, maybe a year ago. Test drove it, and it was this particular one at least. It looked nice. I got in it. It felt like a $500 car that I used to drive when I was broke when I was young. It just felt stupid. See, there's the silver RAV4 to the right coming into view. So yeah, that one. Oh, here we go. Hello. He's already missing one mirror. Can you see that mirror hanging off his right side? Yeah. I have no doubts why he's missing his mirror. This car right in front of me just suddenly pulled over. It is his lane after all. It's his lane, his road, his lane. Look out. He's coming over. And I don't know how many mirrors he's going to have to lose before he learns how to drive. Alright, RAV4s, I was about to say, like the silver one here, has no spare tire thing. They have this, the other one has this indented, there it is, getting up on the gold, on the off-ramp up there, that gold RAV. They have the spare tire in the back with this cover on it, so they're like indented into the back. And then some of them have no spare tire. Just, you know, bits of information you really need to know. So things are clearing up, but it's going to slow down again. I'm going to see if this guy ahead of me is going to lose another mirror or whatever else he might lose. Keep an eye on him. The motorcycle, a small motorcycle, almost looks like a scooter. Oh, a guy running with his dog on the side of the interstate. I've always thought interstates were the best place to exercise with your dog. I've always said that. You know, there's not many people there in your way. You know, running slower than you just run on the interstate and with your dog. It's very, very, it was a wise thing to do, especially in 100-degree weather like this. So we're moving along pretty well here. Got a bulb out here, bubble car to my right. I don't know if you've noticed while I've been yammering. So a Volvo bubble car. See, they make them. Everybody makes them now. And obviously it's a huge market that everybody wants to get into. Even Lamborghini. I need to, if by some chance I get time to edit this video enough where I can put I'll get a picture of the Lamborghini bubble car, you know, put it into this video. I probably don't have time for that. We'll see. We'll see. A Chevrolet truck there. Chevrolet. The T is silent. Silverado. So it's a Silverado. You know, I read in an article years ago. The article was, what's the sexiest vehicles a man can drive? Like, you know, what are women most attracted to? And this was probably at least 20 years ago. I heard this, and there was a survey. I heard the results on the radio or something. The Silverado was number one. Chevy Silverado. And probably it's back when they looked tougher. That is not a tough looking Silverado. It could be though, a little bit bigger wheels and maybe a little lip job. You don't have to do all that. They get crazy out here. They do all their lifting and throw their big, huge mufflers. The whole muffler is like the size of a Volkswagen. It like makes all this racket. And I don't know why it's not illegal, but that's what they do out here. So as far as I'm concerned, it's noise pollution, but whatever. I'm winning all kinds of new friends here in the country by talking about their trucks. So it looks like probably nothing going on here, so might be getting ready to sign off. Only thing that would happen at this point is like an accident or something, and we hope that doesn't happen. I don't remember the last time I saw an accident. I mean a real accident. Maybe back in my California days. I just missed an accident the other day by probably a minute, which is probably fine that I missed it. Driving into Nashville, Briley Parkway area, some red pickup truck was flipped over and pinned up against between some construction barrier they had and the mountain that was right next to it, the Rocky Wall Mountain, and it was upside down, pinned in there. And I think, you know, it was not crunched up or ruined, so I'm thinking they probably got away with scratches or something. The truck is probably upside down with some really nice scratches on it, but I'm talking about the people. They probably had scratches and patches. There's a Honda C or something to my right I just passed. Bubble car. In a bluish bubble car in front of me as I change lanes. Which I did use my signal if you heard it. use my signal. That's when there's like nobody around, nobody needs to see it. Absolutely nobody in front of me, nobody behind me, or it's just really absolutely insignificant. I always use my signal if it matters. And if you catch me not using my signal on a video and it was where I should have used it, let me know, call me out. But you'll find that I almost always. And there are times when on the interstate I'll just change lanes with no signal. That's usually just nobody's around or it doesn't matter. Historic Rock Castle, exit 7. So I'm gonna sign off here, and we'll probably tomorrow morning. I think tomorrow morning we'll shoot again to have the next episode. So until then, this is how to drive and not to drive. I don't know the name of this show yet. I got to think of something, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. As I say that, there's an Acura bubble car coming up to the left here. And doesn't it look like all the other bubble cars? That's the new kind of car. That's what it is. The new sedan, I guess. Whatever they call it. Maybe it's not a sedan. 4-door sedan. Does that mean anything anymore if it looks like a bubble? Maybe that's a crossover sedan. Maybe they're going to make Bentley bubble cars now. Bentley. Nobody drives in a Bentley. You hire a chauffeur in a Bentley. I don't think anybody actually drives themselves in a Bentley. If you get a Bentley, you have a chauffeur. Only chauffeurs get to actually drive them. Now, if they come up with a Bentley bubble car, I'll be shocked. Treat yourself. The bumper sticker on this van to my left says, treat yourself. Okay. I'll go for that. Treat myself to some beat when I get home. I'm signing off for good now. We'll catch y'all next time.